Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about the Cowboys Playoff Outlook. Playoffs? Yes, serious? Cap mode time, baby. Cap mode time. We're still in it to win it. The fight is not over. Excuse me. All right, so the fight is not over. Cowboys have lost 3 out of the last 4. That's definitely not good, but as long as there's oxygen in the lungs, we live to fight another game. All right, so that being said, we got to take a look at the realistic outlook. Can the Cowboys run the table? Will they trip up here and there? You know, and this sorts of thing. And we also have to look at the teams behind us. All right, so we're going to take a close look at this. Guys, if you want this Dallas t-shirt, I got a special code for you to get free shipping on this Dallas shirt. Dallas 11, you know how we roll, the rookie all-pro. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. All right, guys, so let's take a look at the schedule here, man. Let's break this thing down. All right. And what you're looking at here is the NFC East Tournament. All right, this is what I'm calling the NFC East Tournament. It starts this Sunday because if you look at this, I mean, it's just a lot of NFC East teams closing out the year, you know, and I think that the NFL, you know, the schedule makers, they made it this way where it's a kind of a playoff tournament within the playoff run. All right, this is kind of like unofficial playoff before the playoff. All right, and it looks like the NFL is going to have their way. Take a look at the Cowboys schedule here. Right now we're 7-4. We have New Orleans on Thursday, so you know it's a must win. This is definitely a must win. You can't get it. If you look at the rest of the Cowboys schedule, it is mostly hardcore NFC East battle of attrition is what it's going to be. So you got to come away with a win with New Orleans at all costs. We should get some weapons back, but that's no guarantee, you know. There's no guarantee that this will turn the things around. You know, what is the problem in Dallas? Is it in fact, you know, you're shorthanded, or is it, you know, this culture issue that keeps hounding the Cowboys? We're going to find out real quick, but, you know, you look at this schedule here with the Cowboys, a closer look. New Orleans and at Washington. Washington, they're on a 2-game win streak, so that's going to be a tough game there. All right. Giants, then another quick turnaround. We play Washington again. All right. And then we close it out with Arizona and Philadelphia. All right, so right now where the Cowboys are at, if the season were to end right now, you're in the playoffs, right? You're in the playoffs. So the Cowboys, they control their own destiny. You know, you hear about that as we get closer to the playoffs. Right now, the Cowboys control their destiny. All right, it's up to us. It's up to this team. It's up to these players and captains and coaches and everybody. You know, what do they want to do? Are they pretenders or contenders? It's time. It's time to put it in, man. It's time to put it in. All right. So 7-4, they control their own destiny, but you got to get through this gauntlet of the NFC East. NFC East, I'm not sleeping on any of these guys. All right. If all these teams continue on their course, the earliest the Cowboys could clinch the NFC East would be, you know, week 17 of the schedule. All right, and that's assuming that the other guys, you know, they falter and they trip up, you know. So take a look at the bracket here again. If you look at the Eagles, you know, they're probably the one that's closest to us with Washington. Philadelphia Eagles, they're also on a 2-game winning streak. They're playing New York this Sunday. I think they beat New York there. That'll take them to 6-6. The Jets, they'll beat them. Then they're going to be on the other side of 7-6. All right, and then now. Then they're going to face Washington. Let's take a look at what Washington's doing here. Washington, a tough schedule as well. You know, they got to play Seattle. Seattle's right in the mix of it as well. You know, so that's going to be tough there. And then they're at Vegas. But if they win those 2 games, they're at 6-6, and then they play Dallas. So, you know. It really is. Now, if you look at the New York Giants, I don't think these guys are in it. These guys, they cut Jason Garrett as a scapegoat. Really, the issue is Joe Judge. That guy's a terrible coach. A lot of people were leaving the team. Joe Looney retired just to get the hell out of there. So that's a dumpster fire. I'm not counting them in this mix right now. This is a three-way race. All right, and the Cowboys they can't let up at all. They're gonna have to. They got to run the table, and it starts with New Orleans. So win that game at all costs. Got to get it. You can't go at Washington on the road with a losing streak and this sort of thing, because Washington, they're you can't really mess around right now. All right, so 2-game lead, but that's nothing. That could like I said, this is a tournament that the NFL made. Rock'em sock'em. And earliest, I think the Cowboys could clinch this would be week 17. All right. And then you face the Eagles, and then you close it out with Philadelphia. Now, if the Cowboys trip up anywhere along the way, you're looking at possibly that final game again being the NFC East Championship game, and that's at Philadelphia. All right, so Philadelphia, they have a tough schedule as well. We all have a tough schedule. Every NFC East team has a schedule here, but somebody's gonna lose. You know what I mean? Somebody's got to lose. This schedule, the way the NFL made it, is incredible. Some teams are going to lose, and somebody might leapfrog, somebody might falter. It's pretty amazing how they made it, and it's kind of shaping up to be, the last man standing, in this unofficial NFC East tournament, what I'm calling it, guys. But let me know what you guys think, man. Do you think the Cowboys can run the table here and clinch this by week 17? Or do you think we're in trouble? All right? Do you think we're in trouble? Do you think we can do it? I think when you get the weapons back, that's what we're all counting on, right? And I think that with that being said, there's something to that. Now, it's unfortunate the Cowboys can only win with a team on full blast. That I do not like. They can't win unless the roster is 100%. And that sucks, bro. Because other teams, they're able to find a way to win without the roster being on full power. The Cowboys, they just can't do it. They can't do it for whatever reason. And that being said, we got to cross our fingers that Tyron Smith stays healthy. You get your wide receivers back. You get your defenders back. Lawrence, Gregory. You bring the pressure. It can't just be Michael Parsons. We need more playmaking. We got to get the takeaways. The lack of takeaways has been one of the common denominators here where the Cowboys have been losing the games, all right? Turning it over and not getting it, all right? So, guys, let me know what you think. I think we're in for a hell of a roller coaster ride here. More hot emotions on the way. There's no doubt about it, man. But one game at a time. That Saints game, must win. These are all must wins the rest of the way. But we are in control of our destiny as long as we don't trip up, bro. So, guys, let me know what you guys think about the playoffs, possibilities right now for the Cowboys in the comments. Peace.